everyone, my name's Amber.
I'm Charisse.
And we're back in the reaction video. Today we're doing Epica, The Essence of Silence.
Yep, and we'll have to see how this one is. We're getting ready for the Sabaton Epica concert next month.
Yep. So, we know there's gonna be some growling right up front, but you know what? We'll see how the rest of it goes, because Simone's just got a gorgeous voice, so.
Yeah, I love Simone's.
And the growling's usually not terrible.
No.
While it is growling, it's definitely like, more than more tolerable. It's not like complete, like, we always say like slaughter to prevail.
Gosh, yes.
Levels of growl where you can't understand anything that they're saying. At least, I believe his name is Mark, enunciates his words as he's growling. So you can usually, with a little help and a little bit of listening, you can understand what he's saying.
Yeah, most of the time anyway. So yeah, he's not bad. So
that's one thing that we can like say that. Like, when growling is okay, it's when it's more understandable. And
when it's not, like, throughout the whole song.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into this one and see what it's like.
Thank you so much for coming to our last show of the tour in beautiful Brussels. How are you doing?
I think someone else we watched, Sabaton, I think, was at that venue too.
The Brussels one?
Yeah, because if you look back, I'm sorry.
I did.
Beautiful Brussels, how are you doing?
It kind of looks familiar.
Like, it looks familiar because of the, like, people standing along the edge with those rails. And then I remember saying that it looked like the Tabernacle. Or, no, it might have been Epica as well.
Yeah, it could have been.
I don't remember. One of the bands we watched.
It was one of the ones we did not that long ago. It could have been another Epica, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sabaton.
But that's a nice little venue. That's probably a little bit bigger standing room, because I don't think the Tabernacle doesn't have all this along the edge.
I mean, I think they have some. They have a little bit near the back, and maybe a couple, but they don't have like that. That's like they have two stories with.
The main pit area is about the size of the pit in the Tabernacle, roughly.
Yeah, roughly, just by looking at this.
What, Nightwish, we were kind of somewhere like here in the Tabernacle?
Yeah, we were pretty close. Like,
and hopefully we can get there nice and early for Sabaton as well, so we can get nice and close. Be one of the first people up front.
That'd be awesome to be like close to the stage.
Seeing Joachim and seeing Simone. Anyway, let's get back to the song.
We are promoting the Quantum Enigma. And this next song is from our latest record, The Essence.
I can see
is like really pretty well. Like Simona's staying like her high chest almost into head there.
Like typical Simone fashion.
Like throughout, yeah, but like this one, she's like throughout the majority of like we're almost already more than half done, and I was like, wow, she's just staying up at that high register throughout the whole song. Like that is just, she's just so amazing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be like the last stop on a tour. It's the last stop. Do you know they're gonna give you everything they have left? That's it. They're done after that. So you know they don't want to go out like on the biggest bang. They're gonna, use up the last bit of their budget that they have. They're just gonna give you everything they have. But last stops are usually closer to home for the band.
Yeah.
Or where the band, is gonna be stationed the best they can. Because they're gonna be tired after being on the road for at least a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and also while they're giving you their all, it's also like they are extra exhausted at that point, so they're really trying to conserve as much energy as they can, probably before the concert starts.
And then that last song is where everything's gonna go. Like this looks like I think this is the first song of their last tour stop.
Oh, okay. I
think that's what it sounded like, based on what Simone was saying in the beginning. So, they're gonna come in with a lot of energy, and then they're gonna get tired halfway through a little bit, and then they're gonna go out with everything they have left.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's usually what I've noticed with bands, like when we watch videos or whatever, and I've seen a lot of videos, like bands will usually give you everything at the end. When you see them at the end of a normal concert,
yeah,
like because we were pretty early on, I think, for decades.
Yeah, we were, I think, close to one of the sooner. Like we were near the top of the tour, I think. And
then the cruise that I keep referring back to occasionally, that was like their first stop as themselves. So they always do like a ritual where they go and like pretend to be like do a mini concert to kick off the tour, like kick the rust off and just like that one was like they did a small club in California where they were. It was like a tiny thing from what I understand. Oh. Where they just, had a small thing just to help get back in the rhythm. And then they went on the cruise. And then they finished up the cruise and then they went on their full-on tour.
Nice.
That was, 2012. So that would have been Imaginarium tour. Yeah, that was the last tour with Annette. Well, most of a tour. Because as everyone knows, that's when Annette left. It was that same tour.
Yeah.
But also explain why I didn't see her with the band very much. Only at the signings and everything. Well, like all the guys I saw together randomly, except for Empu. Empu was just a shy boy. But yeah, this is enjoyable. Mark, I can't understand him, but I'm sure with lyrics I could hear each word properly.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, while I'm not as fan of the growls, I mean, it does work nice with his like darker, lower growls with Simone's beautiful high classical voice. Like that contrast is really nice at the beginning.
Yeah, and it's about equal parts for the song. Maybe a little bit more on Simone because she's getting more of the chorus, but
yeah,
Epica is usually really good about how they make their songs, like finding that balance and everything. So,
and that's what we like. Yep. The balance.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, this was really good.
It was, the music was nice and heavy.
It really was. And then they always have like that little bit of pretty elements in there.
Yeah, like I love how like they went from nice, really big headbangy sound to that solo, which was pretty but also nice, like heavy-ish in its own way.
Yeah.
Epica's just a really talented band.
They just know how to do it. Yeah, and even Simone was headbanging. She was getting into it.
Yeah.
Like, she has great stage presence.
And her mic stand was interesting too.
Yeah, very different. This was just really good overall. Like, while I'm not a big fan of Mark's growling, at least this one, it was definitely more accent in it. Except in the beginning when he had that one area in the beginning. But, and yeah, I'll be interested to hear see what he was actually saying, because I couldn't understand anything.
No, but I'm sure once we saw the lyrics, we'd understand it.
Yeah, just to know what he was saying.
But yeah, this was good. I enjoyed like almost all of it. Like, I don't know, not like super catchy in my opinion, but it was still good. I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was like a really good song, and yeah, and Simone's like vocal ability to stay in that high range throughout, like the high chest throughout, and even a little bit of head in there, like throughout most of the song, except in the second half we got a little bit lower, but her beautiful high classical, I just love it. Like,
yeah, I feel like that's like her signature sound, is pushing her head voice, like high chest almost always.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could tell she did go a little bit into head in like some of the areas, but she mainly stayed in high chest, and that just takes a lot of talent to stay throughout, because you know that's a lot more breath control to stay up there, and obviously she's trained, so she knows what she's doing. But it's just I love hearing it, because her classical sound and her vibrato is just like perfect. Like it's controlled really nicely. Really pretty. I think overall I'm gonna give this 8.7.
I think I'm gonna give this. I think I'm gonna give this an 8.7 as well. Probably would have been 7.5. A little bit less growls. But his growls are good. I just really, really like the music. The music was just so good in this one. The music itself.
Yeah, it was amazing. I just can't wait for the concert.
Yep. So, please share links in the description for the video and all of our social media.
And we just want to let you know that both our Patreon and PayPal are now open, and we would like you to check out our community tab to see our new song length guidelines for our PayPal.
And then until next time, bye!
Bye!